Hi y'all, this is Gretchen with Made on the Loop, and today we are going to take this oval frame that I got from Hobby Lobby and make it something beautiful. So first I'm going to tape off the edge because I'm going to paint the center and not the frame. I'm going to leave the frame just the way it is. So I'm using like a 1/4 inch painter's tape. And I'm sorry that it keeps slipping out of view. And what I'm doing is, since it's a rounded surface, I'm making little snips in the tape, so that I can lay it flat. So you'll see me with the scissors a few times making those little snips. There we go. Now you can see them good there. And then it lays around that curved surface very well. So next I'm going to take Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint in the color White Adirondack and totally cover up that mushroom. There we go. And I wish I would have used wider painter's tape because I did get a little bit of the white onto the black frame. And if I had had wider tape, I would have avoided that. So let's dry this very well. And add a second coat. I want that mushroom pretty much totally covered up, even though I'm going to use some rice paper that came from Decoupage Central. And if you're interested, you can send me a private message and I can get you a link for the rice paper that I'm going to use. Give it a quick dry. I love how you can see it drying. Center still has a little bit to go. See, there's where I got the white on the black frame, but that's easily fixed. We're going to take a little bit of black paint and go right over it. There we go. And in the process, I got black on the gold. This one was done late at night, y'all. Another quick dry. And then we're going to add Mod Podge. Oh no, first we're going to, this is the rice paper I was telling you about. I think they call this a size A3. It's bigger than the normal, 8.5 by 11 inch paper. And all I did was I laid it into the frame and I used my fingers to crease it where it needed to be. Now it ended up being a little bit short, but that's easily fixed as well. All right, there we go. Mod Podge. It's Mod Podge time. Nice thin coat over the entire surface. And a quick dry. I kind of scuffed it up there a little bit with the brush, but it doesn't matter in the end because once I get this rice paper laid in there, I smooth it down with my hands, and then I'm going to take that iron and iron it, and that gets rid of any wrinkles or bubbles, and you get perfectly smooth paper. I just love this saying. It is well with my soul. And then you can see a little bit of a white edge around the print. That's where I cut it a little bit short. So I'm going to take this, I call it cording. What do they call it? Twine. They call it twine. Came from Michaels, and it's kind of an off-white with a gold thread wrapped around it. And I like the way it looks against the print, and there is a little teeny tiny gold edge on the frame, so it works well. Hot glue that all around. It'll cover up all my little mistakes. There, that white edge right there. You can see how I cut it a little short. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I have a unsteady hand. And so if you get the glue too far out onto your print, you can take that twine and move the glue back up against the edge, and you'll never know that I had an unsteady hand. But I think that's a nice finishing touch. It doesn't take away from the print at all. There we go. Now these are totally dazzled crosses. I tried 2 or 3 of them till I found the one that I liked. It's a little bit shorter than the cross on the print, but I think it makes that cross really stand out. And we'll take some hot glue and put it on the raised edges. And it's probably best to use a combination of hot glue and B7000. There we go. It does have a sawtooth hanger on the back, so it doesn't need any kind of hanger. And I just love the way this came out. Thanks so much for watching my video.